This is Senora Sharon, and this is your Spanish 1 class recap. Spanish pronunciation. I'm going to go through this really quickly. You should have already heard this before. That's why it's a recap. So your vowels, those are the most important thing to get. A, E, O, U. We've got a little example there of something in English that could hopefully help you remember that. Mom made me go to. A, E, O, U. Really recommend that you just don't think about vowels in English at all anymore. Just A, E, O, U. Just memorize those sounds. The letters that are pretty much just like English. CH sounds like ch, like cheese. Chico would be an example. D, F, K, L, M, N, P, S, T, W, and Y. Pretty much all sound just like the English letters of those. Y, I would say sometimes you get a j sound, like instead of saying yo, which means I, sometimes you'll hear somebody say something that sounds a little more like jo me llamo. So sometimes you'll get that. It's a regional thing, just depends. Letters that are different, B and V. They have the exact same sound in Spanish. There are official rules as to which one it is, depending on what letter it is, but we'll save that for another day. But basically, it's kind of a combination of the two. If you think about how you make a B in your mouth, your lips are together. B, you're using your voice. The letter V, you're still using your voice, but now you got your top teeth involved there. So your top teeth are touching your bottom lip, and you're saying V. So that's the difference between a B and a V. In Spanish, it's more like a V. V, not B, not V, V. So really pretty much a B, you're just kind of humming with your lips instead of putting them all the way together. V. The letter H is silent. You hear that in the Spanish word hola. It's actually spelled H-O-L-A, hola. The letter J sounds like an H. You get a lot of names, Juanita, Jorge. So just an H sound. The double L sounds like a Y. You get this in the phrase me llamo. So llamo is L-L-A-M-O, me llamo. Sometimes, again, just like with the Y, sometimes you'll hear somebody say me llamo. So it can just regionally have a j sound, kind of like that French J, je, me llamo. The Nye, that sounds like N-Y. A Spanish example would be niño. And that is its own letter. It's not N with a squiggly line or N with an accent. That's just an Nye. The letter Q. I put that on the different list. I don't know. I could argue. I could go back and forth with that all day. But I would say it's more like a K sound because it is typically followed with a U in Spanish, but you don't hear that U after it. I guess even if you did, it would still be kind of a K sound. But you don't get a quiz sound like quick. No quake. If there is a Q-U-I, it's not going to sound like quiz. It's going to sound like key. So the U would be silent. If there's Q-U-E, it won't sound like quay. It will sound like K. So again, the U is going to be silent. The R and the double R, those are rolled R's. So there's no R sound in Spanish. You're not going to say red. There is a word that looks like red, but it's said red. So R and double R is a rolled R. So to do that, there are a lot of weird YouTube videos you can look up, but you pretty much put your tongue on the ridge right behind your teeth there. Take a big, deep breath. It takes a lot of practice, but there are lots of words with that rolled R in them. I've never met anyone who just can't do it with a lot of practice. The letter X, that's kind of different. It can have a few different sounds. I would say the most common, it kind of sounds like an H. If you think about the word Mexico, Mexico. So Mexico, usually with an H sound. Sometimes with an S sound, Mexico. It can't even be like a really hard H, Mexico, kind of like a cat hissing. Then you got the letter Z. It always sounds like an S. So there is no Z sound in Spanish. Z always sounds like S. And then the letters that have two different sounds, C and G, it all depends on what letter comes after them. So C followed by an E or C followed by an I sounds like an S. Example, cebolla, cine. If the C is followed by A, O, U, or a consonant, then that C is going to sound like a K, like caballo, con, cubierto, clase. Same exact thing with a G. It depends on what letter's after it, and it's the exact same one. So if there's an E or an I after the G, it's going to sound like an H, like in geografía, gimnasio. G is going to sound like go, like goal, if it has an A-O-U or a consonant after it. Galleta, goma, guacamole.